So, hi everyone. I'm online today to discuss the difficulties and the challenges that many athletes go through, and there's not a lot of resources, or many people don't know how to handle the mental pressures that comes with pursuing, professional careers across every spectrum of sports. I'm fortunate enough myself that I have a good bit of experience when it comes to the football aspect of things, and pursuing a football contract early in my young age myself. But not only that side of things, but mentoring and coaching a lot of young players who, some of them were on their road to pursuing professional contracts, some of them who have achieved professional contracts. And the journey within itself, right, the rejections, the up and downs that you face on that, the time that you spend away with your family, the times that mentally you're just so challenged beyond imagination and you can't make sense of your own emotions and the things that you're going through. And it's something that a lot of athletes suffer from, and they suffer in silence. But it's also, on the journey to becoming successful, on an uphill journey, and you'll face many, many battles. And a lot of them are not physical, they're more mental than anything else. And a lot of people quit, a lot of people give up, and a lot of people turn to the wrong things, to drugs, to maybe alcohol, to self-destructive methods, maybe pulling out of opportunities and just stopping pursuing the dream or the objective that they thought everything was centered around, right? And it's a difficult process. But one of the hardest things about that is making sense of the difficulties that we face, not just in sports, but in life as a whole. It's quite difficult when a lot of things that are out of your control come your way. It's quite difficult when your emotions get the best of you, and it's like you're fighting demons beyond imagination. And you're in this emotional trap where everything is just darkness. Every day seems dull. You can't keep track of your emotions. The sense of happiness has just gone out of the window. There are so many different scenarios that play out in that process. But making sense and understanding those things are the biggest factor, right? It's the biggest thing that I've seen that's been able to help people overcome the journeys they've been on, or some of the difficulties that they faced, and even overcoming the mental health battles that they're facing. I was fortunate that I had an opportunity to coach a very young individual who was on antidepressants, while still trying to play football, while still trying to go about life. And while everything seemed perfect on the outside, inside it was a much different story that was going on. And over a prolonged period of working with myself, the dosage of sort of the medication they were on was able to be reduced, and he done pretty well for himself. But that's an area that I specialize in, and that's an area that I really want to work with people more on going into 2024, is to support our athletes, is to support people on their uphill journey, because on that uphill journey, you're going to face many battles mentally. And having a strong mindset, having a resilient mindset is so important, right? And that resiliency doesn't come from just being able to brush everything off, or being able to run through every wall or every obstacle that comes in your way. Unfortunately, we see it, that there's a lot of these quotes that you hear, and no matter what you're going through, those who had to succeed had to overcome more than you, so you should just do the same thing, where it's not the case. And as you go through things, it's not pleasant. That's the one thing about hard times. They're not pleasant times, but there is a way of overcoming them. There is a type of mentality that an individual can have, which will help him to overcome every pressure, every battle that they face. But it also takes work, right? I'm very fortunate that I had good resources and good support systems around me, people that achieved higher levels of success, that when I spoke to them about my difficulties, they were able to say to me, yes, I've also been through similar battles. And some of their stories were far greater than mine. Some of the situations they found themselves in were far more difficult than anything I could have imagined. And when I came up in those situations, as a consequence of the skills, the advice, and just the conversations I was able to have with them to uplift me, remind me of who I am, remind me of the potential that's within me, remind me of the greatness and the giftings that are within me, and also the choices that I had before me, was able to change a lot of things. So that's an area that I really want to speak about, and I want to work with people on, because it's not an easy journey. The uphill journey is a tough one. We face many demons along the way, but it's about having the right resources and the right person, the right tools that you can utilize to help you grow. And that is something that at the archive we've managed to put together. An extensive amount of experience, 20 plus years of experience of dealing at a high level, not only in a corporate setting, but even from an athletic perspective, with managing an experience within our team of people who have managed high-end athletes, work with athletes, who are pursuing big contracts, who are pursuing professional contracts and achieving them. We've been able to help those individuals mentally, as much as physically. and even dealing with the rejections that come with it when you get let go or your contract is terminated, and the problems of life all come upon you at one incredible amount of time, and being able to overcome that. So we've put together a fantastic support system for that within the archive. And if you're somebody who wants to benefit as a consequence of our experience, as a consequence of our expertise, then do reach out and get in touch with us. We'll be able to help you in any endeavor. We offer a free consultation call that you can speak with us directly for free. And we'll be able to come up with a plan, an actionable plan for us to work together and to help you achieve better results, to help you overcome some of those difficulties that you faced, and to give you true support, mentally, physically, and emotionally above all, is very important.